Welcome to today's deep dive into the kitchen, arguably one of the most cluttered spaces in any home. Let's face it, over time, we accumulate a surprising number of items that are more of a hindrance than a help. Today, I'll walk you through 20 common kitchen things you absolutely don't need, and why letting go of these items will simplify your space, save time, and even save money. Let's jump in. 1. Burnt and worn-out pot holders. Pot holders that look like they've survived a volcanic eruption. They've done their job, but it's time to retire them. Burnt or worn-out pot holders don't just look bad, they can also fail to protect your hands properly. Invest in a single, high-quality set. And say goodbye to the stack of mismatched, scorched ones. 2. Mismatched Tupperware. Tupperware without matching lids, or lids without bottoms, can take over an entire cabinet. Here's a fun Saturday morning project. Gather all your Tupperware, match them up, and recycle anything that doesn't have a partner. Better yet, invest in a streamlined set for easier organization. 3. Excess mugs. Mugs have a sneaky way of multiplying, especially when they're gifted or collected during travels. Unless you're running a coffee shop, you don't need 20 mugs. Stick to a set that suits your household size and donate the rest. Bonus: a uniform mug collection creates a clean, cohesive look. 4. Old, faded novelty glasses. Remember those colorful plastic cups from Disneyland or free glasses from fast food chains? They've likely lost their luster, literally, and no longer serve their purpose. Keep a few favorites for sentimental value and let the rest go. 5. Takeout containers and old plastic containers. Reusing takeout containers might seem frugal, but they're not designed for multiple uses. Over time, they warp, stain, and even leach chemicals into your food. Switch to durable, reusable containers for safer food storage. 6. Extra cutting boards. You only need 2 cutting boards, one for raw meat and another for everything else. If your cabinet is overflowing with warped or unused boards, it's time to pare down. 7. Excess cookie cutters and seasonal baking tools. Unless you're a dedicated baker, you don't need an entire drawer filled with cookie cutters shaped like snowflakes, reindeer, and candy canes. Store your holiday baking tools with your seasonal decorations, and donate anything you haven't used in years. 8. Condiment packets and plastic cutlery. Ketchup packets and soy sauce sachets are clutter disguised as convenience. If they've been in your drawer longer than you can remember, it's time to toss them. Pro tip: invest in a bottle of soy sauce and a small set of reusable cutlery for picnics or takeout. 9. Worn-out tea towels. Tea towels are kitchen workhorses, but they have a shelf life. Moldy, threadbare, or stained towels aren't doing you any favors. Replace them with fresh ones and consider donating old towels to an animal shelter. They're often in need of linens. 10. Excessive reusable bags. Reusable shopping bags are great for the environment, but they're easy to accumulate. Limit yourself to a few high-quality bags that you'll actually use, and recycle the rest. 11. Freezer burnt food. Freezers don't stop time, they just slow it down. Food that's been buried for years isn't safe or appetizing. Clean out your freezer, label items with dates, and stick to a 6-month rule for keeping frozen goods. 12. Glass jars you'll never use. Glass jars from pasta sauce or pickles can pile up quickly. Unless you're actively canning or using them for storage, recycle the excess. A couple of good mason jars are all you need. 13. Kitchen rugs. While rugs can add style, they often become trip hazards or bacteria traps in the kitchen. If you have one that's constantly in the way, consider removing it for a cleaner, more functional space. 14. Countertop appliances you rarely use. Specialized gadgets like egg bite makers or waffle irons can clutter your counters and cabinets. If you haven't used an appliance in over a year, it's time to sell or donate it. 15. Pots and pans you don't use. How many frying pans or saucepans do you actually use? Most households can get by with a medium skillet, a large pot, and a saucepan. Let go of duplicates or rarely used specialty pans. 16. Cookbooks you never open. Cookbooks can be beautiful, but if they're gathering dust, they're just clutter. Donate ones you no longer use and keep a select few that you truly love. 17. Expired spices and condiments. Spices lose their potency over time. And expired condiments aren't doing your meals any favors. Go through your spice rack and fridge, toss anything old, and replace the essentials. 18. Novelty shot glasses. Unless you're hosting frequent parties, novelty shot glasses aren't a necessity. Keep a couple if they hold sentimental value, but let go of the rest. 19. Excess rubber bands and bread ties. Rubber bands and bread ties have a way of multiplying. Limit yourself to a handful and toss the rest. 20. Extra water bottles. You only need one water bottle per person. If your cabinets are overflowing with bottles from every trend and brand, donate the extras and keep your favorite. Decluttering your kitchen isn't just about getting rid of things. It's about creating a space that works for you. Start small, tackle one category at a time, and enjoy the freedom that comes with a clutter-free kitchen.